Hello and welcome to today's episode of Mimosas and Marketing. Glad you're here. We're going to be starting a little bit of a mini series called How Does This Thing Work? Now, this new mini-series is going to go through some of the most popular platforms and some things that you may not know about, that you have questions. It's, hard to find things that are true on the internet sometimes. So I would love to do my best to kind of help you to know what it is that you need to know when it comes to these platforms. And today we're starting with Instagram. Now, if you've been here before, you know how much I absolutely love Instagram. But when I get new clients, oftentimes they ask me the same things, and I just want to make sure I answer those questions here in case anyone else has those same queries. One of the things I'm constantly asked is, what are these hashtag things? Well, hashtag is using that little pound symbol on your phone for those of us who are a little bit older and remember actually hitting pound for things. Now, usually you use that for the hashtag symbol or if you're entering some sort of conference call. On an Instagram post, you can use up to 30 hashtags. We've mentioned this before, but I want to say it again here. If you use 31 hashtags in your post, it will delete all of the copy in your photo. And your photo will post with absolutely no copy, no text in it whatsoever, and no hashtags. You'll then need to go in and either delete and re-upload or edit the post itself. It is said that if you are going to go in and edit the copy on a post, it may tank your engagement due to the algorithm and putting something up and then having to change it again. So I do recommend actually deleting and re-uploading if that's possible. If you did something that, is very egregious and needs to be fixed right away, go ahead and just edit it if you're not too worried about that. But if you are looking to, let's say, promote a new launch of something or increase engagement on something that's happening, you may want to take that photo down and put it back up clean with the new copy with only the 30 or less hashtags. Now, the question comes up, do I put my hashtags in the comment? Do I put my hashtags in the actual caption? This is a personal preference. I tend to do it both ways. I switch it up a little bit because Instagram doesn't like when you just copy paste into the same thing every time. It starts to flag you as some sort of bot or spam. So make sure that you're interacting on these platforms as a human. So putting your hashtags in natively or changing them up a little bit so they're not always the same. Switching them up between caption and comment may be a good idea for you, depending on how you like the look of your aesthetic on your platform. Now with hashtags, it's not like a username. You don't own a hashtag. Anybody can hashtag anything they want, and they will. For example, if you were to hashtag Kern's Party of 5 or search that hashtag on your Instagram, Kern's Party of 5, you would see a variety of photos of my family as well as another family that is not mine, because there are other Kern's families out there and somebody else is using the hashtag Kern's Party of 5. Now, I am the one who uses it most often, therefore the posts that have that tag in it for my family do show up most often. If you were to hashtag Mockup Media, that's me. So you're going to see most of the posts that I have on there are hashtagged as Mockup Media and will show up as such. But anybody can use that. I don't own that hashtag. If somebody else wants to hashtag Mockup Media, they are welcome and free to do so. Chances are they won't because it's not a common hashtag, but that leads me into the next portion of this, which is anyone can use any hashtag. Instagram has banned certain hashtags, and we can have a conversation about that at another time of which tags are banned, but usually they are seemingly innocent hashtags that have been banned because people are using them nefariously. Something as body positive as curvy girl is going to be banned because people are using it in a way that's not appropriate for the platform. So make sure when you're choosing new hashtags, you actually check through. There are lists created of shadow banned and banned hashtags that when you use them on your posts may tank the engagement on your photo. Instagram is not going to promote a photo or any type of content that has a banned hashtag in it. So do your research there before you start making and using some of those new tags. Something that may seem really great for you might not seem to be a popular choice because it's not used, but it could be because it's banned. So make sure you check there. Another thing, especially recently a client had asked me, is that when they click on a hashtag, all of these photos pop up for all of these different users. And they're worried that something that someone else puts up is going to be linked back to them. That's not how it works. These are just a collection of photos that are using those tags. Many users who are searching on Instagram for a specific hashtag are going to know and be able to see the username at the top that is associated with the hashtag. So if I have, let's say, a basketball camp, and they are using the hashtag youth sports. There are a variety of youth sports out there, but if they're using youth sports and basketball, the likelihood of my client's content showing up is much higher. Versus someone who just types in youth sports is going to get a variety of sports that are using that tag. Neither is a bad choice, but I do recommend using a good variety of well-known hashtags as well as more specific hashtags to you and your brand when you're sharing content online, especially for your business or to promote something that's really important to you. Another thing that you might want to note is that people will be able to see who you are following most often. So if it's a public profile, someone else is going to be able to see who you're following and what accounts those are. That doesn't mean that what you are seeing on your feed is the same thing that your followers are seeing. This is because they are following different people. So your feed is going to be customized to you and whatever it is and whomever it is you're following as far as the accounts are concerned on your Instagram feed. The same thing goes for those who you're trying to reach. So if you're concerned because things are coming up for, let's say, gaming and you're an artist, or if it's coming up and you are a vlogger but things are coming up for makeup, or if you are a chef and pieces are coming up for coaching on your feed, that's because you are following certain accounts that are sharing that information. That doesn't mean that everyone that's following you is seeing the same things. Your feed itself, when you scroll through your Instagram, is going to be customized to you and who you follow, which means you can be the authority on what you see and what you don't see. If you want to unfollow people, that's totally fine. If you don't like the content that you're sharing, that's cool, just unfollow. It's not going to be a big deal, especially if it's not serving you as part of your platform and the things that you like to see. If you are following somebody that you enjoy as a person, they're a friend of yours, it's your aunt, it's somebody that you know well from high school, but you don't particularly enjoy seeing their content all the time, you can actually mute them. So you'll still be following them, but they won't show up on your main feed. You'll still be able to go in and search for them, you'll be able to interact with them, but their content is not going to show up in your stories or on your main feed on Instagram. That's just one of those ways that you can take a little bit more control back over the things that you are seeing in your posts. Also, be aware that sometimes you're going to like things on Instagram and it's not going to show up. If you accidentally click that heart more than once, you may actually remove the like. So pay attention to the things that you are saying that you enjoy. They will show up more often for you, which is great, especially if it's content that you like. So pay attention to the way that Instagram reloads your feed and make sure that you scroll down a little bit to see if you've liked something in the past before reliking it so you don't accidentally unlike content that you meant to like in the first place. I hope those quick tips for Instagram were helpful for you. If you have other things that you'd like me to cover as far as Instagram is concerned, let me know in the comments below or send me a message, of course, on my Instagram. All of my profiles are linked in the description below and I would love to hear from you. If you have not already, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed, I would love to have you stick around. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you think that this could be helpful for somebody else, please share it with them. I welcome new friends and look forward to seeing you next week. Cheers.